Welcome to Griffin Fly MTG. Today we're doing another round of MTG Card Challenges and games. Just seeing
Week 7, right?
I think. Honestly, at this point, I just enjoy doing the calls and knowing we're going to go over more cards, and you're going to build a larger base of knowledge for the game that I've been playing for, 10 or 12 years now?
Well, I actually am. I was thinking that today when I was putting the outline together. I actually am learning because I have, on some of these games coming up, I have questions, and I know that I'm not sure that I picked some right, but I think I did because of explanations you've given in past games. So we will find out.
All right, we'll see how this goes then.
Yeah. And then also as a thought, because I am keeping track of which week or, how many episodes we've done. I have not kept track of how many games we've actually played, but I might go back and we need to do a celebration when we hit 100 or 1,000 or whatever milestone we pass. I don't know what a celebration would be, but I'm curious now how many literal game episodes we've done.
That would actually be really interesting.
I'm going to go back and count.
All right,
let's
do it.
Not right now. All right.
No, we have other things to do right now, I believe.
We do. All right. First game, 13 questions, just like 20 questions as a kid, but you get 13 questions to guess which Magic the Gathering card your dad picked out today.
All right. Is it a permanent?
It is.
Is it multicolored?
It is.
Does it have 3 or more colors?
Does not.
Does the color combination include red or black?
Yes.
Does it include blue and or green?
Yes.
Does it include red?
No.
Does it include green?
Yes.
So black and green, permanent. Is it a creature?
Yes.
Is it legendary?
Yes.
Is it 2 mana?
Exactly?
Yes.
No.
All right, that's a bit bold, but I only have 3 questions left too.
You do.
The colors really do
take up a lot.
Yes. Is it 4
We could
mana?
set up a format where you get 13 questions for 2 color combinations. You get 15 questions for 3 color some kind of sliding scale of the number of questions based on how many colors are in there. All right. But you're at 10 questions.
So it's over 2 mana. Is it a squirrel, spider, or elf?
No.
Is it 4 mana?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No. I feel very confident at this point that you are not going to get it in 13 questions. I don't feel like you're very close at all. What'd you say?
I enunciated nothing.
I have to cut that out.
I enunciated nothing.
Okay.
I think with my questions, though, I've eliminated the top 5 most popular Golgari commanders.
I believe you.
Just because it's not 4 mana, it's not a squirrel, spider, or elf.
I believe you. I might have scrolled a little bit for this one. We should have a mechanism where you can buy back questions somehow. I don't know how that would work.
All right. Well, if I have to shoot at it because this is my 13th question. So let's go with the only Golgari deck I currently have built.
I don't think that's a good guess, but you can do it.
Limefoot?
Nope.
All right. Well, it's 3 mana. I went with the fungus.
I think you should go back. I just want people to guess along with you. Go back. I think is it 2 exactly mana and is it 4 exactly mana questions were not your best choices.
They definitely weren't. So I think a better
I'm going to ask a question for you, and then I want you to see if you can guess it.
Yeah.
Is it 6 or more mana? Yes.
I'm never going to start at 6 mana.
I'm just helping you out here. Or you can do your 4. Is it 4 or more?
Like 4 or more is viable, but starting at more than 6 mana, like that's not going to be a creature I really know. I'm just.
You're the one who missed it 13, lecturing me on the questions.
I'm just saying,
Are you on EDH right now?
I am trying to figure out where you even think you're going to start. You said more than 6 mana?
Well, do you really want to know what it is? I'm really curious. I don't know. You can't trust anyone in the comments, right? I trust your audience. I wonder if anyone even has a remote. Ask a couple questions just to see if you can help people get there, even though you didn't get it in 13.
All right. Does it have more than 750 decks on EDH Rec?
I have no idea. I'm not on EDH Rec. I just have the card in front of me.
All right. So it's more than 6 mana. Is it more than 8 mana?
It's not more than 8 mana. Oh, I'm sorry. It is more than 8 mana. Sorry. It is in the affirmative. Are you filtering EDH Rec by?
I am sorting this by mana value right now. I'm so confused by what this is. Does this creature have keyword abilities?
No.
Does this name include the word and?
No. I have no idea how many questions we're on right now. If we're going to have negative numbers up on the screen.
Oh, this is so bad, but I'm trying to figure out what. Okay, Yargol Meltani is only 6 mana. man or 6. So that's what I was thinking of there. 7. Okay. I'm so lost for over 8 mana.
I'm reading it as 12.
Is this that stupid spirit that's 10 green black?
It's 8, 2 black, 2 green.
Whenever it
It is
dies,
a spirit.
it's like whenever it dies, return spirits from your graveyard to like hand or battlefield or something.
You may search your
like that.
library. When it comes into play, if you played it from your hand, you may search your library for a spirit card, put it into play, then shuffle your library. When it's put
It's
into
like
a graveyard for
Imumi or-
play, you may remove it from the game. If you do, return target spirit card from your graveyard to play. Iname is 1. Legendary creature, spirit. It looks like it might be really old. It might be an old card.
How do I spell Imame as 1?
Iname, or I name, I-N-A-M-E.
Iname as 1 from Kamigawa.
2005? Am I reading that right?
I just
Maybe before that?
266 decks. It is 0.005% of decks.
I told you I scrolled a little bit. We did this game once and you told me you exposed a little bit too much of your thinking that you figured I would only go a little bit deep, and so I wouldn't go. I'd pick an obvious card, so I didn't. Is this unfair?
Can
Is
we
this
try to
unfair?
pick playable cards?
I'd
I've
say
never
like
seen
a-
this even. Here's the thing. I actually used to have one of these, but I have never once seen someone cast it.
It should be like I can only pick cards in the top 200 of whichever category or something.
I
for
would
the-
honestly, at this point, I would settle for top 1,500 of HREC. This thing's down at 1875.
Oh wow! I didn't even know there was a total ranking for everything.
Yeah, so out of all commanders, it's at 1875.
Wow. Okay. Sorry, that was really unfair, but I enjoyed it. Thank you.
I just went to try to remove all the top few.
Yeah.
I was like, if it's not in the top 10, we'll figure it out. But
Okay. Maybe there should be a limit how far I can go.
yeah,
Sorry. Enjoy your day. All right.
you stumped me.
Yeah.
You stumped me.
All right. Another one.
All right.
Pass pay or proxy. Selesnya commanders priced between $3 and $8. You have 12 cards to choose from. Total value is $60. I'm giving you a $30 budget. One proxy, no refunds, no change. First up is Sithis Harvest's Hand, $3.
Bye.
Okay. You got the calculator?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Karametra, God of Harvest, $4.50.
I'll pass.
Oh my gosh. I really thought you were a Greek gods kind of guy.
I like them for flavor. I don't
Like them
the
enough
most
to-
powerful.
Okay. Aragorn and Arwen wed, $7.
That's a pass.
All right.
I don't need another go wide deck.
I don't even know what that means. Sovereign Okenek Ahau, $5.
How much are you charging for this card?
$5?
Well, this is going to be a new one. Am I allowed to challenge your pricing?
Oh no, I guess so.
All right.
All right, hold on. Okay, go ahead. Whatever. I'm trying to catch up.
Market price is currently $2.66.
Hang on. What did I say? Selesnya?
Yeah, Selesnya.
By price. Who am I looking for?
Sovereign Okenek, Okinec, Ahau, Ahau.
I'm looking at EDH Rec, AHAU, Legendary Creature, Cat Noble. There are 3 prices across the bottom. I'm using the prices on the left next to the little castle.
That's where the issue is.
It says $5 there. The one with the lightning bolt. I know these are all different websites, and then it's It's either $3, $3, or $5. So for this purpose,
So
I
weird.
used-
You use Card Kingdom. Okay.
Okay.
So the one in the middle is the most commonly used one for most people because that's the one for TCG player.
I believe you, but inside baseball here, it sorts by the one on the left.
That's annoying. All right.
And I haven't figured out how to sort by the middle price, which would be cool.
Yes.
All
So
right, back to Sovereign.
for the purpose of this, using prices that aren't TCG but Card Kingdom, I pass.
If it were cheaper, would you have bought it?
Yeah, it's not a bad ability. It's just not one I
Want to spend
need.
$5 on. All right.
Yeah, I don't need to spend an extra. I don't need to double the price.
Shalai, Voice of Plenty, $4.50.
I'll buy it.
Weatherlight Duelist, $5.
I'm gonna pass on Miri.
Arwen, Mortal Queen, $3.
I will. Let's see.
No, I thought you had made your mind up.
I think I'm gonna be able to afford everything left.
What do you have left?
$22.50 in a proxy.
I don't know.
So how much is this one?
$3.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Now what do you have left?
$19.50.
And now I can tell you that you can't. Nazan, Revered Bladesmith, $3.
I will buy.
You're pushing it. Rise the Redeemed, $8. RHYS, the Redeemed.
Oh,
Am I in trouble?
Risk.
Risk.
Proxy.
Okay. What do you have left? I asked that question too many times.
Yeah, $16.50.
Emil the Blessed, $6.
Well, let's buy it.
Okay. You're playing it out. I like it. You're
Yeah,
committed.
I think I gamed this enough passing out some stuff I didn't like.
Burke, Long Ear of the Law, $7. You're trying to figure out what's left. There's
Well,
only one
no.
after this.
Yeah, so I'm going to buy it.
Okay. I'm guessing you're going to be pleased with your decision. You don't have much left, do you?
Not a ton.
$3.50?
Yep.
Herska, $4. It's a forced pass.
Yeah, it is a forced pass.
My question to you is, does Herska count as a Selesnya commander because the pips are one color, but in the description...
Color identity says it does, and that's what we care about on this channel.
Okay.
We care strictly about identity.
So I did it right.
Yes, you did. You
Okay.
got it right. Also, I'm not upset to be missing Herska.
I thought that might be the case. So you started getting it down. I'm like, daggone, I should have put that one earlier and really squeezed you at the end. But I like the way you thought through that. You
Yeah.
gamed it out.
I was off by 50 cents on that budget.
Yeah, that was pretty good. All right. Sometimes it works out
Yeah.
with a little drama. Sometimes it doesn't.
I just want to be clear. I just try to do the mental math in my head, remembering past prices. I'm not keeping track outside of what I have spent or how many cards have actually been gone through.
What do you mean?
So, like, if someone's trying to say I'm tracking all prices to game the system or something like that, that's not what I'm doing. I am
Inside of our
strictly-
game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
okay.
strictly just doing it. I just
You
don't
know how
want,
I'm pricing the game. Like, apparently I'm making prices up.
apparently, but I also just don't want someone in the comments being like, he's probably just keeping track on the side and it's edited out to.
It's not.
No, I'm
Trying hard to put the screws to my son. Trying my very
Yep.
best. In case anyone doubts it.
sometimes it works.
Sometimes it doesn't. All right.
All
You
right.
need a sip of your tea?
Yeah, I'll take a sip coffee, but
Coffee.
it's bean soup.
Okay.
My boss gets so upset whenever I describe coffee as a soup.
He should. She should.
Yep, she should, but that's why it's hilarious.
Next one.
Let's do it.
Pass payer proxy Orzhov commanders priced between $2.50 and $8. You have 12 cards to choose from. Total value is $67.50. I'm only giving you a $33 budget. One proxy, no refunds, no change. You okay?
I'm in trouble.
You're in
Like,
trouble already? You like too many of these commanders that I'll probably come up with?
if you're at least working within the top 50? Yeah.
I am. We're going to start with, well, actually, I don't know. I sorted these by price, not popularity. So you tell me. Tomic, Wielder of Law, $2.50.
Well, what price are you working with? Oh, $3 and $8?
$2.50. So this is the cheapest one. Most expensive is $8.
All right.
And you have a
I just-
$33 budget.
Yes. We're starting with
$2.50. Tomic, Wielder of Law.
it would help. How do you spell atomic?
Tomik.
But for Tomic, I'm passing. I don't like affinity for planeswalkers as a way of regulating CMC of a card.
And it feels like you've got your eye on a couple that might be coming up.
Yes.
Maybe this one. Alinda, the Dusk Rose, $4.50.
Yeah. Bye.
I'm surprised that took that long. All right. Comball, Console of Allocation, $4.50.
So there goes the first $9.
Another buy.
He's
All right.
so good.
They're so good. Karlov of the Ghost Council, $8. Decision.
Pass.
Wow. Okay. Can I ask what you're thinking there? What's the...
So flavor wise, I love Karlov.
I thought so.
He just isn't in the power bracket that I know some of these other ones are going to be.
If I get there.
I'm fully expecting to see a Tesa on this list. I'm going to want that. Let's see here. I think the Athreos is going to be out of budget, but I actually like this. That god. There's another combo that I might see from you. There's Loris, which is such a good card.
Let's see if I disappoint you. Where were we? That was Karlov of the Ghost Council. Drana and Linvala, $5.
I'm down to $19. Drawn Linvala was one of my stacks decks at one point.
Oh, yeah? You have a little
Yeah.
affinity for that one?
I really do.
Ravos Soul Tinder, $8.
I will pass.
Wow. Selenia, Dark Angel, $3.50.
Okay, I had to look this one up. That is so bad.
That sounds like a pass is coming.
It is very much a pass. And for everyone who doesn't know what this card is, which I assume is most people, it's a 5-mana 3/3 angel from Tempest that you can pay 2 life to return to your hand. That's it.
Okay, sorry for including that. Comball, Profiteering Mayor, $5.50.
I will buy.
What do you have left?
1350. Like I said, there was another combo I was
Looking for Shadrix Silver Quill, 750.
I will proxy the Shadrix.
I was wondering if you forgot about your proxy.
No,
you almost did once.
I know. Actually, I totally did once. I think I remembered it after we ended.
No, you proxied the last one for, I think it was like $2 or like the cheapest card that was in the game you proxied.
Of course I did.
Lotho, Corrupt Sharif. Corrupt, I think is it supposed to be Sheriff, but it's Shirriff.
So this is a Lord of the Rings card.
Oh.
So that's why it's like the weird spelling.
Spelling. 650. There are 2 cards after this.
If I will buy Lotho.
And you're left with, I need to quit asking that because it'll be on the screen.
Yeah,
I'm just curious. All right. How much do you have left? I'm going to cut it out. You're not telling me?
No, I'm not.
All right. Edgar, Charmed Groom, 750.
Forced pass.
That's why you should have told me. Rodolph, Duskbringer, 450.
I will buy. I have $7 right now.
And now you have 250.
Yeah.
All right. Would you have taken Edgar, Charmed Groom?
Probably not.
All right. Next game?
Yeah. Let's do next game.
Esper, if you need to bring anything up. Getting into the 3 colors. This should just, if you just have the list of popularity, you should be fine.
Cool.
Scroll down 6, 7 rows or something. Last card standing, winner stays. You only get to keep 1 card. Esper edition, first combo.
Hey, we finally made it into the 3 colors. I am excited.
Okay. Last card standing, Esper edition. We have Saruman of many colors versus Sin triplets.
Sin triplets.
You already, okay. Verse.
Did you read what Sin triplets does?
Oh, don't embarrass me in front of your, no. You know, even if I read it, I probably wouldn't understand what it does.
But no, I'm just going to read it for you real quickly. We can cut this out.
I probably won't include this. I will.
At the beginning of your upkeep, choose target opponent. So at the beginning of my turn, I choose one of my opponents. This turn, that player may not or can't cast spells or activate abilities and plays with their hand revealed. So they have to show the entire table of their hand.
Oh my gosh.
I may play lands and cast spells from that player's hand this turn.
You can use their cards?
Yes.
Okay. This sounds like a very awesome card.
It's a great one. Everyone hates playing against it. But the entire premise of this deck is you show me what you have. I'm going to play your deck.
Wow. But for you?
Yes, myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So do you think Sin triplets is going to make a run here?
Most likely it will make a good showing for itself.
Okay. Verena, Lich Queen.
How much did you jump? All right. So I'm sticking with Sin triplets because I actually just put Verena Lich Queen into the 99 of my Temnet deck, the new zombie commander, that Esper Zombies, who's actually the face commander of the deck that I believe the last card you're going to offer me is in.
Okay, I'm curious. What do you think the last card I'm going to offer you is?
Hashaton.
We'll find out. Why'd you roll your eyes at me, though, when I included Verena?
It was not at you. It was at myself because Verena, this name sounds familiar. What'd she do? And then I was like, oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. I've used her.
I was deck teching with her yesterday.
Funny.
Yesterday, I was working with this card.
All right, next up. So, I'm sorry, you kept Sen triplets.
Oh, yeah, Sin triplets.
Quasar, Agar of Agonies.
Just for my own play style, I'm keeping Sin triplets. Quasar is a phenomenal commander, and one of my friends at my LGS used to run her as a high-power fringe deck that's just so good and annoying to play against.
Strong build. All right. Marneus Calgar.
Who?
Marneus, Marneus, Calgar.
I have no idea where you even are on this list. Did you go back down? Oh.
Did you get it?
This is a Universes Beyond commander. So I'm sticking with Sin triplets.
Does that mean I picked wrong or I just went outside the scope of what you expected?
You picked correctly. You were outside the scope of what I expected.
Okay.
So do you know the game 40K? Warhammer 40K?
No.
It's a tabletop game where you essentially control armies. Do you know all the people who like paint little miniature figures, like guys in robot armor, things like that? That's 40K.
Okay.
Or not, obviously not everyone who does that is doing it for 40K, but
this character came from that world.
Set, yes. Okay. So they released a 40K edition. I only really cared about the Tyranids because I'm not a good person.
I don't know what that means. You do not have to explain it to me.
People who play the game will understand what that means.
I'm sure. All right. So you're not taking Mr. Calgar.
No, I'm sticking with Sin triplets.
Zur the Enchanter.
Sin triplets, but Zur the Enchanter is a very good card and used to be played at the higher levels. It's just fallen out of favor
of late
over the past I don't think it's been played at the highest level tournaments for over 5 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sephrus of the Hidden Ways.
I'm going to stick with Sin Triplets. I'm not a huge dungeon person.
Okay. Urza, Chief Artificer. I do like to see you have to think it through.
Yeah, I know. I have to. So Sin Triplets is going to keep its run going.
Okay. Alila, Powerful Provocateur.
Sin Triplets, I'm not a fairies person. There are a few cards on this list that I would change for and build around, but...
We haven't gotten there yet. Hashaton,
No.
Scarab's Fist.
Hashaton.
All right. And that's another one with a different color. It becomes Esper because of the
Blue
description.
yes.
Okay.
In the rules text.
Aminatau, Aminatau, Veil Piercer.
Aminato.
Thank you. That sounds much better.
Yes. I'm sorry. Which version did you say?
Veil Piercer?
Oh, you're not going with the number, or you're not going with the Planeswalker version.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. I was thinking of the one higher up, which is like the Fate something. But no, I'm going to stick with Hashaton.
All right. We only have two more. Aloro, Ageless Ascetic.
Hashaton. Aloro's fine and all. Still a problem child. A great example of why there shouldn't be eminence abilities, but...
This is why I ask you. You always have an opinion. Sidar Jabari of Zalfur.
Is this that weird Dragon Knight?
You'll have to tell me.
It's the one where the person's on a Griffin or Eagle or some weird... No, I stick with Hashaton.
All right. Hashaton with the win.
Yeah. How many creatures did we go through?
Maybe 13?
And I only ever picked 2 of them.
That's right. I'm not good enough. I don't know enough that if there's a lowly ranked commander to know that it's powerful. Last card standing, winner stays. You only get to keep 1 card. Grixis edition. We have Lind, Cheerful Tormentor against Angelo, the Painter.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Edward Kinway.
Sticking with Hello.
Kess, Dissident Mage.
There we go.
Is
Now
that-
we're into the body I truly care about. Yes.
You like Grixis.
Yes. And
Okay.
Kess is epitome of a Grixis problem child.
Does that mean you're likely to carry Kess all the way through?
No.
Okay.
There are other
Mishra.
problem children.
Mishra, Imminent One.
She's at least going to win 1 round, though.
So Kess.
Yeah, I'm not playing Mishra.
Nico Bolas, the Ravager.
I like him flavor-wise, but Kess is still so much stronger.
Obeka, Brute Chronologist.
Okay, this is where we get interesting. So Obeka is a really fun time stop shenanigan deck where you're trying to make people lose through weird infinite turn loops. And then...
Is this just a personal preference? They're both
Yeah.
powerful options?
Oh, God, no. No. Are you kidding? Obeka's horrid.
But you still have to think about it because you
She's
like to
just
play that.
fun.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the Habit Festival says players can't gain life. Also, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player loses half their life rounded up. So if you're playing Obeka, each player loses half their life. Your turn starts. Trigger goes on the stack for you to lose half your life. You end your turn, which dissipates the stack.
So you
don't
keep
lose
your life.
and then you just keep passing it around until everyone loses. It's not a good strategy, but it's
But
a
a
really
fun-
amusing one, and it frustrates a lot of people.
I can see why. So you haven't made a choice yet.
I'm going to switch to Grixis just because of how much is a frustrating deck and annoys people.
Try that again. Who are you switching to?
You're right. I'm switching to Obeka, who is Grixis.
All right. Bellicor, the Dark Master.
I'll stick with Obeka. Belcor is like a lot of these commanders are just better, but
Right.
not as much fun for me.
All right. Obeka against Obeka. Splitter of Seconds.
Okay, we're now jumping to the better Obeka, where it's all about upkeeps. I have this deck in my backpack right now. It's all about how many times can I hit you with an Obeka with swords, and then use the different court functions to do things.
All right. Goro and Satoru.
I'm keeping Obeka Splitter of Seconds.
Sorin, the Dark Lord.
Sauron?
I know. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure you're the one who introduced me to those movies.
I probably did. Yeah.
And
but that
I
doesn't
know-
mean that I pronounced them properly. I just watched them.
Yeah.
You can get a little sign. You can just get a little sign and hold it up every time your dad embarrasses you. And you can just be like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I might have to. It's just, I'm not even going to write, this is embarrassing. It's just going to be pronunciation.
Spelling, SP question mark, pronunciate something.
It'll be pronunciation, and then I will purposely reverse a few vowels in there just to annoy people because, yay, dyslexia.
Right. Who are you to?
Yeah, apparently. But anyways, I'm sticking with Obeka.
Last one. Nekusar, the Mind Razor.
Nekuzar.
Perfect ending right there. You're done. We're done. That's the ending of the perfect. All right, one more.
All right.
What EDH Rec got wrong? Rakdos edition. I want you to name the top 5 commanders, in your opinion, from Rakdos, but in reverse order, and we'll compare that to what EDH Rec has as their deck rankings.
All right.
They have Judith, Carnage Connoisseur, number 5.
All right. So Judas has how many decks?
I didn't even write that down this time. I can pull it up.
Yeah, let's.
Or do you have it? All right.
Yeah.
Commanders, Rakdos. I think mine are sitting here in price. All right. Judith has 8,600 decks.
All right. So what I think more people should build, my number 5 favorite to play, Blim Comedic Genius, sitting at 3,500 decks.
I've heard you talk about Blim before.
If you just want to be a menace on the field for low power games with just weird cards most people don't know exist,
This is the way to do it?
He's perfect for it.
I think we came across Blim in a different game, and you had a few people, some real fans.
I think did a deck tech on him when we were still trying to like figure out what direction we wanted this channel to go.
You did, yeah. All right. Number 4.
So
you ready?
I am. As a matter of fact, I actually do have some overlap with
Rakdos?
With the Rakdos top ones. Shocking, I know.
Right. So EDH Rec has Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin.
Don't get me wrong. Ob Nixilis is definitely one of my top 10 Rakdos commanders. I built him to be fringe near CDH. I love him. He's now my top 5. We're just moving Judith up a place.
Okay.
I really love Judith as a life gain commander. I do so much stupid stuff with her. It's great. Anyone interested in that one can find that in our shorts, actually. I do a deck tech on Judith as well. I've done a deck tech on, I think, everything in my top 5. I very clearly had a preference when we were doing that, and I worked through a lot of my favorite decks.
Now I'm trying to think of what that might be, because I don't think you've done deck techs of the rest of the EDH Rec top 5. So you've given us 5, you've given us 4.
Right.
3, they have Rowan, Scion of War.
I'm almost positive I did a Rowan Sign of War.
Did you?
Deck.
All right.
Yes.
Sorry.
If I didn't and people want it, I can still create one pretty easily. I do enjoy running that deck. And
So is that your number 3 as well?
Yes.
So you're in agreement with...
Yes, it is such a good commander, such a good deck. It's fairly easy to build, very easy to pilot. So it's a great way for people to get into higher power games.
EDH Rex number 2 is Valgavoth, Horror of Souls.
I'm fine with him not being in my top 5. He has the number of decks he has because he was a pre-con commander that a lot of people edited and ended up with him being the commander on their site, or not site.
So if he's a pre-con, he's already come packaged up, and it's e-start.
Yeah, you switch out 1 or 2 cards, and it ends up being on your Mox field, something like that, and it becomes
counts.
Exactly.
Okay, who's your number 2?
We're gonna move Prosper down.
Okay.
Prosper is a very good
Spoiler
commander.
alert.
He's very good, does a lot of fun things, and you can build him in a variety of power levels, making it so, well, you can't build him terribly without trying, but if you're competent with the deck building, you can build him to a variety of power levels, and he's a really interesting one to work around. There's Rakdos card advantage.
Okay, so that was Prosper's EDH Rex number 1.
Yes.
Your number 1. I should be able to guess this. I feel like I'm going to recognize this, right? I feel a little bad that I don't know off the top of my head who you're...
Karvek the Merciless, my all-time favorite Rakdos commander.
Do you still have a deck?
I built
is that
this
offensive?
deck up past any reasonable power level.
What does that mean? Like, you could play a tournament game?
No, this deck, like him as a commander, he is so expensive and inconsistent. It should not be in really consideration.
But you've worked on making him...
I have tweaked this deck to consistently get my commander out somewhere between turn 4 and turn 6, or turn 4-ish, maybe turn 5.
Okay.
Fastest I've got him out is turn 2. It's 7 mana commander. That's insane.
Right.
So I have built this deck way past where it should be, but it's like my pride and joy.
Okay.
It has so much notoriety at the LGS.
Would you take that deck to a different LGS?
I have traumatized people with this deck.
Okay, maybe that'll be my final edit on that one. All right, sign us out. I gotta go eat some dinner.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching this week 7 of MTG Card Challenges and Games. Hopefully you come back and join us next week. We're going to have a lot more fun content as we dive deeper into the 3 color combinations and then start to wrap up our 2 color guilds. In which game is it?
Are we still on 2 color? I think with Past Pay Proxy, we're still on the 2 colors, but we're winding down.
We're going to about wrap it up, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. And then we can always loop back and do some different price ranges.
Yeah.
And then I think we could also come back and do $20 to $30 across different guilds and start making you choose between Rakdos and Grixis, and we could really put a hurt on you.
We can also do like the number 1 from each.
Yes, we could.
Each guild. All right.
Was that a wrap? Are we done?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
believe so.